For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Christy Benner Show, currently joined by Wheeling University head volleyball coach Christy Benner. And Christy, you're coming off a big regional win against Shepherd on Tuesday night, the weekend sweep in MEC play. Talk about this past week and kind of how your team's rolling.
Thanks, Zach. I am really happy for our team and how they're coming together. I think this last week was a good indication of what we can do and moving forward. So I'm really happy with our players and the team chemistry.
And in that game against Shepherd, you had a lot of girls contributing. Obviously, your offense has done that all season long. Talk about all these offensive weapons you girls have, both as your starters and on your bench, and how they help you out.
Yeah, well, I think it's very important to be very diverse in your offense, and if one person isn't having a good night, then you need another person to step up.
And one girl we've been talking about all season long, Riley Kindall. We've talked about her, 6 rotation player, has 10 kills, 14 digs against Shepherd. Talk about how she's able to be so successful on both sides of the ball.
I think it's hard work. She's worked really hard for, this is her third year, worked really hard, and especially for her back row attacks or back row passing, defense, and we look to her as a leader for sure.
And one thing in October, you girls have got to play a lot of home games throughout the month after being on the road a lot in the beginning of the year. How has that maybe helped you getting to play on the Alma Grace McDonough Center floor?
Well, I think it's kind of like finally, we're at home. It's great being home, playing in front of our fans in the birdcage, and just being able to sleep in our own beds and wake up, go to class, and just eat on campus and just have things be a little more normal than trying to travel and go through that. But so I'm glad that we're home at this juncture in the season for sure.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head volleyball coach Christy Benner. And Christy, looking at the MEC as we come down to the final 3 weeks of the season, a really tight race both in the North and the South Division. Talk about this race for the MEC tournament and kind of how things are shaping up.
Well, I just handle one game at a time, Zach, and I don't look any further. But I think this year is very just kind of fluid. There's a lot of teams doing a lot of great things. The talent is there, and people are coming to play each night, and I know we get everybody's best, and I expect that. And you never know what's going to happen on any night, because I think anybody right now can beat anybody.
And you get ready to hit the road for the first of back-to-back, Concord on Friday, Glenville State on Saturday. Talk a little bit about this road trip and kind of how it's shaping up.
Well, obviously it's one of our longer road trips, so things are a little different. We haven't had this long road trip for a while, and so it'll be different, and we'll see how they respond. Always like to try to get there early, try to make sure we have a good warm-up, and then get a good night's sleep and get up and try to do it all over again.
And currently in the month of October, we're going to go with our random question of the day. Halloween coming up soon. You guys play on Halloween night. Talk about your favorite part of Halloween or the fall season in general.
Oh, goodness. So I'm not really a Halloween fan. So I would think that the favorite part of Halloween is getting it over and looking forward to Christmas.
And finally, as you girls continue through this final stretch of the season, talk about some of the adjustments you want your girls to make as they come towards the regular season's end and the start of tournament play.
I honestly think just limiting our mental mistakes and, unforced errors, and really getting that chemistry on the court, calling the ball, and relying on each other. And we need our upperclassmen to step up and take control of the game and be leaders.
Thanks, Christy. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thanks, Zach.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.